all around the nation, conversations are happening about police reform.
Yesterday, we took you inside the Bismarck Police Department and heard one group's call for change. Today,
PJ Walker examines the Minot PD to see how they're staying connected to their community.
In Minneapolis, where George Floyd died at the hands of police officers, activists and even city leaders are pushing for its police department to be defunded, dismantled, or even abolished. That conversation is not happening in Minot, but other conversations are.
You know, we've started looking for, is there something more we can do? Is there some other training? Is there something we can bring in?
Chief of Police John Klug says his department currently participates in de-escalation training and use of force training. I took a look at every line of the Minot PD's $10 million budget for 2020 and found that about 1% of that is allocated to education and training. Minot Mayor Sean Sitma says adding to that budget line isn't as easy as it might sound.
We would have to find outside funding and not divert existing funding simply because we're trying to be the best stewards, as we've said, with the money that we have.
I asked Chief Klug what the department's plans are moving forward and if there's more his department can do.
We'll just continue working. We'll continue working with the public. You know, I've made myself available for a number of things now to so I can be there. I can answer questions.
And not only answer questions, but listen. Recently, community activist Ernest Usher sat down with Chief Klug and Pastor Tom Foisey of the Pursuit Church to discuss what he thinks needs to be done in the community.
The thing that we both agreed on was the PD and the whole Minot police force just getting to know two groups of people.
One group, young minorities.
You need to know them by name. You need to have a relationship with minorities as much as possible.
He says the second group they should get to know is store owners and business owners.
Getting to know them so that they retrain their mindset on not viewing people of minority when they access their business of operations, of looking at them as if they're going to take something.
Chief Klug says he thinks the Minot PD is moving in the right direction, having resource officers in local schools and events like Coffee with a Cop and National Night Out.
I think at this point, if communities can have good conversation and talk about what the problems are and what the feelings are, that will help the whole community grow.
Reporting in Minot for KX News, I'm PJ Walker.
Chief Klug says he's open to hearing other thoughts or concerns from the community. Mayor Sitma says the city will also look at other funding methods for more training opportunities.
The Dunn County Sheriff's